I have not sprayed this yet, so I will be giving you guys my honest first impression of this. So I have talked about all fragrances once on this channel in the past, but it's been a long time since then. And apparently they really enjoyed my first impression of their Executive, which is their Creed Aventus inspiration or cologne, which their use of that video has more views than any video that I have put out. But first thing that we'll do is we'll go over the bottle design that they have here, along with how it's gonna look when you get it. So when you get your package from All Fragrances, you're gonna get it in this nice little bag like this. Open this guy up, and this is gonna be wrapped up in plastic or bubble wrap here. It's not gonna come just like this. It does arrive safely, or mine had at least. And you'll see here the name of the brand here, Alt right there. Have the name of the fragrance here. Nothing on the sides. And on the back here, you'll even see that they explain how to apply this fragrance, which they say do not rub on your skin. So I'm not rubbing this on my skin. Now again, this is their take on Creed Aventus Cologne here, guys, which I've talked about quite a bit here on my channel and how much I really enjoy this fragrance. As you guys can see, I've put in a fair dent into it, and I've only owned it for just not very long. Now, Creed Aventus Cologne has top notes of bergamot, blackcurrant, pineapple, mint, green apple, hard notes of jasmine, rose, birch, and patchouli, base notes of musk, vanilla, and oak moss. And as you guys can see, that's a pretty hefty dosing of some notes there. Which in the opening of the Aventus Cologne, you're gonna have that pineapple that's there, you're gonna have that fruity aspect that's there, along with or accompanied by some fresher notes. It's not just gonna be your heavy, super bright pineapple. You do have, it's a pretty complex opening that's there. Just imagine Aventus, but like fresher, or imagine Aventus mixed with like Versace Borum. In the air, that mint is really, kind of present. It's not like super sharp or super intense mint, but there's a nice little mint in the air. And the dry down of the cologne is what really kind of shines for me, because it does last a while on my skin. So for the most part of the wearing of the fragrance, it's going to be that dry down. I love that smell. It's good. But now on to the Executive Cologne. Let's see what they got going on here. That's not extremely close. It's not as close as the pineapple isn't quite as present. It's super fruity, but like not Aventus Cologne fruity. That's weird. You have the musky notes that are there as well. So when I wore the Executive, the opening, it skipped past the initial blast of Aventus, and from the get-go, it was basically the dry down of the fragrance. And just smelling this on my skin, I think they did the same thing with Executive Cologne number 27. With some cologne houses are known for doing that. They'll either have a fragrance that entirely revolves around the opening of a fragrance. Obviously, have a fragrance that revolves entirely around the dry down of a fragrance, which, yeah, it's not the same in the opening. That's what they did. It's not super loud in the opening at all. I mean, it's there, it's present, but it's not as loud. It's not pushing off my skin like how the Aventus Cologne is. Now this is Extrait de Parfum, so it's gonna be denser in oil. So these do, for me, last a long time. The opening of the Aventus Cologne is gonna be a bit more bright. It's gonna have a bit more of a ump behind it in the opening. There is pineapple that's there in the opening. It's just different. It's a different pineapple than it is that they use in the Aventus Cologne. It's not the same. Like in the Aventus Cologne, you have your juicy, ripe, fresh pineapple. This is like almost like a candy pineapple. Like if you had like a little gumball of like pineapple something, that's, you get that more with this. And with the Aventus Cologne, you get much more of a fresh, realistic kind of pineapple. Kind of going back to the tester strips here. So on the tester strip, you have my Aventus Cologne over here, and I have my their cologne here. And even on the tester strip, it's still pushing off of the strip here. Even off of this, I can pick up on the pineapple, on the mint. There's certain things that have a bit of make it a bit complex even in the opening. But with this, again, it's not bad. It's not a bad scent at all. It's just, I'll go and say this is like 40% Aventus Cologne. Now they do have their hits, but they do apparently have their misses too. Because unless there's some like major batch variation with Aventus Colognes, and I just have a different batch. It smells like what someone would expect Creed Aventus Cologne to smell like without actually smelling Creed Aventus or Creed Aventus Cologne, at least in the opening. Again, not bad, but there will probably be better alternatives. So guys, that is that. Now this was shipped to me for review, but that does not influence my opinion on the opening, dry down, or any aspect of the fragrance whatsoever. But on that note, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, guys, this isn't a bad fragrance. It's not a bad fragrance at all, at least in the opening. Once again, because I enjoyed the DNA of that is Creed Aventus, and this is a little off from that DNA. It is definitely a unique take of the Aventus style fragrances. It's not quite, in my opinion, it's not quite the Aventus Cologne. You know how there's like, hundreds of interpretations of, Creed Aventus. This smells like a decent Creed Aventus style fragrance that's leaning on the fresher side. But again, it's a unique take. Like there's certain notes here that aren't lining up quite with the Aventus Cologne. And I do look forward to giving this an actual full run and bring you guys my thoughts on it. Because like I said, I'm gonna enjoy wearing this. I know I am, because I enjoy wearing, like I said, these style fragrances. Now that it's drying down just a little bit, when that initial blast of the pineapple is kind of dialed back, it does get a little more similar. But guys, that is that. If you have tried any of these alt fragrances, comment down below and let me know which one you tried, how similar they are, how close they are, if they're right on, if they're far off. And if you'd like to see me do some more of these, to give you guys some insight, I have a few more. So guys, that is that. I hope you're all having a great day, or had a great day. Guys, like I always say, keep it gent, love your scent, and I'll see you all next time.
And now, in case you guys are wondering, I do have a few more of these. This here is the Caribbean Water. This is their Virgin Island Water Cologne. Then we have this right here. I think this is going to be their Tobacco Vanille Cologne. I could be mistaken. Pristine. Not quite sure what this one is, but in case you guys do know what it is and want to see my review on these, let me know. Here I have what I think is their Green Irish Tweed. Could be mistaken. And here we have their Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Cologne mix right here. So guys, let me know.